Just another day in Bali. So today I want to talk about the top 3 things that allow me to live this lifestyle, vacationing in Bali and working from Bali. I think there are 3 components that all need to be aligned in order for you to travel around and work and still be productive. Number 1 is the company that you're building and working at. Number 2 is the team you're working with. And number 3 is you yourself and the structure you are willing to create for yourself. And I'll talk more about this in a bit, but now I gotta run, so I gotta get to a drone shop that fixes my drone. There's a little sand that got into one of the motors yesterday and they close in about an hour, so I'm gonna head out there to Canggu. So we drove about half an hour, found a place that repairs drones. These guys seem like pros. There's a ton of different drones here. Quick and easy, they were able to fix it. Drone is running again, and now we're on the way to the beach to see if we can catch the sunset. Quick stop to get petrol. Full?
25.
So we just got to Echo Beach. Should be a pretty nice evening, and the reason why we came here was they offer a barbecue where you just pick fresh seafood and meat and they grill it right there in front of you. Earlier I wanted to talk about how you can combine being productive and working and at the same time every now and then sit on a beach and sip a fresh coconut and go for a swim. I think there's 3 components. 1, your business. 2, your team, and 3, yourself. I think for your business it largely depends on what it is that you do with your business. I think certain companies like Zendesk or Dfinity, where the product is purely virtual, lend themselves much better to this type of flexibility than a typical brick and mortar business does, just because you don't have to be in a certain place in order to sell your product and to produce your product. All I need to work is my laptop, my phone, and Wi-Fi and electricity, and I can get that in pretty much any time zone. Also, I think what helps is if you have a product that you don't need to sell one-on-one, something like Dfinity or Zendesk, where people buy your product online and you are able to sell your product through Google AdWords, Facebook advertising, SEO, instead of door-to-door salesmen or B2B practices. Second, your team. The way we set up processes is for them to be able to solve problems themselves, or at least have enough work to work through the day so that I have like 8 to 12 hours to get back to them. What we've seen here is that at the beginning it cost us work a bit more and we were a bit slower to ramp up at the beginning because we had to write documentation, we had to figure out how often do we talk to each other. Right now that's only once a week. We have 1 weekly call of 45 minutes. So while at the beginning we had to figure these things out and we had to provide documentation, we've also seen that about 2 months in it made us a lot faster, and it helps us now to scale our team from like 3 people to 13 people because all the documentation was already there. So everyone who joins the team can just log in, read that documentation, ask questions at the beginning, and then they pretty much have everything they need in order to get started. And then 3, yourself. I think that's a very important component as well. You need to figure out if you are able to work while you're in such an unstructured environment. For me, while I really enjoy the fact that I have a lot of flexibility and a lot of my workday is unstructured, I also realize that I need to be extra disciplined because I don't have anyone who holds me accountable. It feels like I'm in paradise and there's no one calling me or texting me or telling me what to do today and when to get up and what to deliver today. I still gotta make sure I put in the work required to make progress today and make sure the business is advancing. So you cannot be someone who gets too distracted by this kind of nice environment. I think it's a fine balance between being able to enjoy the time off and making the best of your day and not just sitting at home and working if you get to experience such a nice place, and at the same time put in the hours and the energy in order to make progress and get somewhere. So I think those are 3 components that are needed if you do want to work remotely and have this kind of flexibility where you can work from anywhere. Number 1 is I think your company and business model need to be flexible or need to be somewhat detached from the real world. So you're selling online and you're producing something that's most mostly virtual, so you don't have to carry tools around. Number 2, your team. You need to pick the right team members. You need to be able to trust them. You need to have people that are able to work independently. And number 3, yourself. I think it takes a certain amount of discipline to make sure you still get stuff done, even if you're in such a nice environment. And with that, I think I'm gonna head over to dinner. I have about 2 more hours until I need to be back on my desk, and then I have another couple hours of work tonight. Talk to you tomorrow.